Everybody, welcome back. For the people, here we go. All we know for certain is Master Chi has shown great concern, not only for Elmore, but the surrounding settlements. It seems logical that, having consulted those within the city walls, he would wish to do the same with those without. Strife, if you would go to make Inquisition right, and I will do likewise in Steeltide, Gatetown I leave to you, Kershaw. Fair enough. Well, we should meet when we're finished. Well, top rung, which seems to be next, would be a place of likely destination. Let's reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then. If not, we will be well suited to continue our search. Alright, mate. Oh shit, which one did he say was mine? I was going to right, right? Is that wrong? It feels wrong. No, okay, right was right. There you are. Hey, Slot. No, the name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking minstrel gentleman not so long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Elmore, or rather, the lack of them. We lost a great many people to their promises of Mole and the chance of a lavish life among free. And Valkyrie fought to take even more from us, conspiring a few able-bodied men to have left to guard his paradise. I didn't tell you what happened when the Sidious came. Such things were hard to forgive. But Valkyrie's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Elmore in his absence. And then I told you, friend. China's, was it? I'm sure the others said the same. Not that he wanted to hear, I suppose. Because he left soon after. Okay. He left soon after. Interesting. Are we going all the way up? Yeah, we're going all the way up. Going all the way up to the top. Now, look at that giant ass statue. They said that will fall like, you know, decades later, that will probably eventually crumble and fall. But like, could you imagine the devastation that would fucking cause? So he paid a visit to both Wright and Gatetown as well, did he? I see. Kershaw and I glance much the same. He seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Kalusha. The only likely place he's gone is the Almighty. Quick, we must catch up with him. Sure. What about Tomra? Oh, Tomra! Oh, that's the 24 man. Of course it is. I need to go do that. Need to unlock that for this evening. Well, it's time of recording this evening. There he is! You finally caught up with him. Yo, we did. Strife, Alpha Kershai, what are you doing here? We might ask you the same, Master Chi. We've come looking all over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai is near inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word, and made us return to her side. What in blazes are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers. Though I suppose she could have overlooked it, and when she gets an idea in her head, I can only apologize. No harm done, Master Chi. But since we're here, might I ask what you've compelled that you come all this way? We were told that you've been elected mayor, and from what we have gathered from nearby villages, you have been inquiring into all the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? No, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Kalusha. That much is true. But I did by no means say that I'm going to solve them. Tackling many challenges will require resources that until I have secured them, will take the right to assume the role of mayor. I see. You believe said resources can be found here? Indeed. The people's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I have already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual critical to my plans, a man whose counsel might make a mayor of me. With respect, such fallout is in itself proof of your suitability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I'm certain the man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion for what little it's worth. We will vouch for you should he require convincing. We believe in you, Master Chai. Sure. Why the fuck not? I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. For as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted was to make it no more. But the dream's gone now. Burst like a bubble. Or a boil, more like. Anyway, outside of repairing Master Alphino, I haven't a clue what to do with myself. I spent most days in the days. That's hard to say. Most days are the days. But you've been running up and down trying to find ways to fix the mess for everyone. And I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up to Mount Gog, didn't you? How hard could marrying be? You're going to steer Elmore to a brighter future. I know it. And I want to help. Probably help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work on it, and on the way, if you let me come with you, that is. You give me entirely too much credit. The lot of you. But I can't deny it gives my heart. Me heart. Not my heart. Come then, let's press on together. Thank you, Master Chi. We mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Your board needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here. To find one with experience needed to see the city thrive. Who is this man exactly? Are you certain he's here in Amity? Warden is his name, and yes, he is. Or was. I scarcely began to explain myself when he decided his time better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor for Volfrey's father when he was in office. If Ranjit was the mayor right hand, one might say Warden was his left, and between them they kept Elmore on the road to prosperity. The city needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. But even if you do, which do you think he'll listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him here in Amity? They might be able to shed some light on the reason rejecting your overturns our hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristal. Tristal then, as I recall you made rather favourable impression on him. I'm certain he would be willing to talk to us. Us, maybe, not you. You threw him off a fucking building. What's up, Tristal? Greetings, friend, and to you, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask after Wedden? Couldn't help but overhearing earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Valkyrie gone, Omor wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city would very well collapse. I come here seeking Warden's counsel in the hope that he would build a better Elmore together. And still my wish, but given how abnormally you were mistreated there, I will quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Elmore. I can't imagine how you wouldn't, and I would not see you suffer for Valkyrie's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from our meeting earlier, Warden can be rather uncompromising. He has principles, you see, a little patience for anyone who deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of the past, Elmore's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, in the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying, he sees it all too well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chi. Be more assertive. Commit to the course. And prove to him Elmore has got the resolve to change. The resolve to change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go speak with him, I suggest be firm and clear with your intentions. Very well. To Pit 8 we go. Sure, where the fuck is Pit 8? Pit 8 is like this little group of houses over here, huh? Hey look, a trolley. It's a good one. Here he is.
Well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmorans. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Forthry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Forthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable, yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore, gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Forthry was creating, and so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Forthry's auspices. And so...
I can offer no simple answer to that question.
But
this much I will say. It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with War 3. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
I feel like he should be older.
For the people. I rather like the sound of that. But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office. You would? You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Well, okay then. Right then. Is there a particular issue you'd like me to resolve? You seem to have conducted an assignment of the problems Elmore now faces. I am sure you will agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is most pressing. Yes, more being neither desirable nor less supplemental option, I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence perhaps. So tell me, how do you propose to solve the problem? Give me a satisfactory answer and I will consider myself offering you to my council. A combination of measures would seem to be in order. One address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Elmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbours. This would afford us time to address the undealing problem that affects us all. The long-standing neglect of agriculture. The villages that once served as sources of trade and foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means to production restored. This amuses, of course, that we rekindle relations with our neighbors, just as security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city to take up the rebuilding effort. Bye. Think of that all by yourself, did you? Well, yes. It began as a rather abstract plan that I drafted some time ago after speaking with the peoples of Elmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't succeeded. You haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. A fair point, Warren, and to one which I have given much thought. I presume to use of Talos to aid in the establishment and the maintenance of these settlements, and their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But the Delos Stoneworks closed their doors years ago, without a ready supply of necessary equipment, and the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as heir to the Delos Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos is my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm certain I can acquire all we need in no time at all. Alright. Another 1,000 big ones for us. Questo completo. And next time, finding good help. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.